For dinner tonight, I made Betty Ford's very own Chinese pepper steak. I used her own recipe, her personal recipe, which was so fantastic, and I also made a side of jasmine rice to go with it. It's so delicious, and the recipe can be found at thehistoricalhomemaker.com. Betty Ford's recipe says to use flank steak. Instead, I'm using ribeye steak, which is just my personal preference. Add 3 tablespoons of unsalted butter into a hot skillet and let it melt. Once the butter is thoroughly heated in the pan, you want to add the thinly sliced ribeye steaks into the pan and let the steak cook until they're browned on each side and just change in color, and then remove from the pan. Once the steak is browned, you want to remove onto a plate lined with a paper towel. Add the thinly sliced peppers into the pan. I'm using the multicolor peppers instead of the green because, once again, it's just a personal preference. In a large pot, add 2 cups of water. Add 1 packet of onion soup mix to the water. You now want to bring the soup mix and the water to a boil for 10 minutes. Add the steak and the peppers into the soup mixture and simmer for about 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, add some sherry and a little bit of salt and pepper for seasoning. For thickening, I'm adding some cornstarch diluted in water. And add your soy sauce. Once you've stirred everything together in the pot, now it's time to plate your food. And everything looks so amazing, doesn't it? And of course, I made a side of jasmine rice to go with it. And we are going to enjoy Betty Ford's Chinese pepper steak for dinner tonight. I can't wait.